Hello everyone and welcome to the channel for Time Trial Thursday. We are here on Gran Turismo 7, about to head off to do the new time trial. There's a couple of new ones that have just been launched. One was launched yesterday, which was the new Opel Corsa VGT, which I think is at Watkins Glen, is it? I think so. Or we'll have a look at that one in a little while. But we're going to start with the Nürburgring GP circuit with the new Hyundai, because there was quite a lot of cars that were launched yesterday. So we're going to use that and see how we get on. So let's see how things are working here. I will quickly put the... Now it looks like our... I'm just going to make sure that everything is working. Ah, DTR, good to see you. Yes, that's right. It was just there yesterday. Now, I hope you're all well and having a good day. Let's, I'm just going to quickly get my other pop-out chat sorted out. It's saying that my portrait one isn't working today. I don't know why that's not working, why that's should be on, but not to worry. We've got one in there. I will carry on with the one that we have. But yes, so we're going to use this new Hyundai. Now I'm sure when we did the Hyundai N, you know, the iconic, I'm sure we did this track at that point as well. That yeah, so we'll see what we'll do. I'm going to put on the Ghost. Now, Ian, you've done a good time there. 2:22.8. That's pretty good going. Let's put on the Tidney's Ghost to see if we can get anywhere near a good time. No. How's it for the live stream since I'm watching? Well, I'm the only one here in the Western world, ain't that? This car, awful brakes. Good warning. I appreciate that. Yeah, they've always got. It's always a thing, isn't it? It's when you think if you drive them in real life, you know they're going to be good. Minded, they've put it on sports hard tires. Another definite. Oh my goodness, the understeer is something even at 30 miles an hour. Let me just turn this up a little bit. I mean, it's got... You can hear the... I don't know if it's rear-wheel drive, this thing, or four-wheel drive. It's a kind of... It seems like it's a mixture. Oh, I'll take the traction off. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. There must be a glitch with Streamlabs. But you've got the mainstream today. I've got a TikTok account, which I'd hoped to be able to stream to as well. But it doesn't seem to be, they haven't given me live access, so for whatever reason. They've not given me live access on that, so they say I think I'm going to have 1,000 followers on TikTok seemingly before I can. Again, this is I think one for high gears to try and keep the car balanced. Takes the S's quite nicely, actually. Not too bad. Oh, come on. I just wasn't going to stop there. See what you mean about the brakes, because even in a straight line, it actually seems better braking around the corner than it did on the straight. We'll get that sorted out, though. I know Arkies was doing a time trial video earlier, a live stream. Oh, it's got absolutely no brakes. Zero brakes coming into that. That's insane. Because even braking really, really early, I don't know why they do that, you know. Why do you think they give us brakes on these things that are really terrible? You would think in the way of kind of mapping the car, they would kind of, because I mean, modern hot hatches are incredibly good at stopping. That's what makes them so kind of life-saving, is that they've got really good brakes. But this, when they put them through this game, they just take all that away, which I cannot understand. I can't understand why they do that. You surely, the idea is we want to make it more realistic as to how the cars actually drive in real life, but they're just not doing that. I mean, that's 30 miles an hour, and it's struggling. It can't just be the tyre model. It's got to be more than that. It's also got an awful lot of, it's almost like engine faults, isn't it? Just like kind of like, not quite misfires, but kind of. I think we can get a good time here, though. So I don't know how he gets that so quick up there. That is a good line. It's quite weavy under the brakes. Oh, I'll catch up with that in a wee second. It's oh, that must have been a fraction away there. That was a 222.6. That wasn't too bad, actually. Oh, come on, brake, brake, brake. I mean, that's me full on the brakes and very little response. That, even in a straight line, my goodness. I know it does go downhill there, but that is something. Ah, you're done with your exams. If you want more realistic driving, try ACC. Yeah, no, that's it, innit? Yeah, ACC to a degree depends again on the wheel you've got. This wheel I've found, doesn't suit ACC that well. I've done a lot of kind of work with it to try and put up the force feedback and fiddle around with the settings, but unfortunately it's just not. I'm in a real kind of mixed bag for this, the Thrustmaster T598. When I first got it, I thought, yeah, it's quite good. It does it's helped me a bit on Gran Turismo, but it hasn't done a lot elsewhere, and it's very tricky to get the best out of it. You really have to know, I think, a good bit about the tech to be able to get the best out of it, I think. Let's see what we can do here. So we're not too far away up to this point. But it's good to see everyone. I hope you're all having a good morning. Yeah, that's it. You can change settings on some of these other wheels. Right, come and get this chicane. No, no, come on, brake. Oh, braked early again, but not much. Even then, look at that, 50 miles an hour, and it's understeering. Like, I mean, you'd never have that on a main road at 50 miles an hour. If you hit the brakes, it wouldn't start to understeer. It's almost like they've put it on retread tyres. These sports hard tyres, they're not even sports tyres. These are like, I mean, it's almost like a kind of, you know, if you have a puncture and you have those kind of, the kind of half tyre, it generally gives the kind of grip you'd get for something like that. This is not a, the dynamic just doesn't feel, I mean, I drive crappy cars all day, right? In terms of, I've got a very kind of basic kind of car, and I've got it on reasonable Michelin tyres that are aerated really for economy. So if anything, they won't have, you know, they're designed to be, you know, they're not going to have the same kind of grip they kind of run smooth. And my tyres get way better grip than anything I drive on Gran Turismo for these things. So they can't say that this is if this is their idea of a sports tyre, they've got a strange idea about sports tyres. I think it's a not, I'm not even saying it's a glitch. I think it's a deliberate kind of, it's just they've just totally got the classification wrong. I mean, we're no, you know, if I was just leaving school, and this goes a bit to you, you know, if I'd never driven a car before in real life, I don't know if you've driven cars, but once you've driven cars, like, you know, I mean, I've been driving for 30 years, more than 30 years, 33 years, so we get a good idea of how a lot of cars drive over the years, because we've owned quite a few, and they never drive like anything you get on Gran Turismo 7. I would say that Gran Turismo Sport and some of the other ones were a bit more accurate. So, but the way that they put the brakes, the way that they make the brakes so poor, I mean, I think if a guy from Hyundai saw this, I thought he would be going back to Gran Turismo 7 and saying, "What are you doing? You're not representing my car at all in the way that in the way that it, you know, what it's like." So, sorry, there's a microphone wire keeps getting trapped on my arm. That yeah, I'm just not impressed with it, and I don't think it's that I'm having an off day, because I've only just started. But I'm just not. Ah, you did the 4-hour endurance race at Tsukuba. How did that go then? So you can just hit those brakes, and I've got nothing. Just cannot get braking power into this. Even when you're braking hard on the straight, the braking power is truly awful. It's just not. Oh, you got P1. That's all right. Well done. I think with this thing, because it tends to come in a wave of energy, so when you brake, the car will kind of maybe turn a bit, and so I'm releasing the brakes to stop it from turning as much, and then it will just not turn in again. So it's a kind of, it's trying to figure out do I just let the car turn too much at the beginning and then try and sort it out from there? But it's a very odd setup, and trying to get used to the energy changes on these road cars is really not. I mean, and then again, you see, I take a good line, but then it just goes straight. I wonder about that. Right, we're going to get this chicane done properly. Yeah, try engine braking. I will try that a bit more. A 23.4, that's a wee bit better. That was slightly better through there. Right, we're 9/10 up on our time. Oh, I lost the complete line there coming into that bend. We're going to get that chicane right, otherwise it's not going to happen. Oh, no. No brakes. No brakes on that one. Odd. It's not great. I think we are safely inside the goal time. think we're a little bit closer. Yeah, it's just getting it right, as I say, getting it smooth. Definitely closer. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Damn it. So that's a real nasty thing there. Why do they have a, you know, before you could take that sign and it wasn't an issue, the wee bollard there was not a problem. And then they change it, so now you can't. It doesn't make sense. In terms of, they need to either, I think they need to have a line marker or something on that. You think if they had a line marker or something that would just say, right, that's what you know is your limit, because it just, I mean, I suppose you can watch the top guys and see how they do it, but it's kind of crazy. I think, and again, if you were racing at a track or at a track day, they would tell you what would be allowed and what isn't. So they kind of need to let you know, or have some kind of guidance or a kind of line that lets you know, right, that's the maximum you can take. Even just a dash in the picture or something, that would be a better idea. Oh, come on, car. Come on, car. What are you doing? Oh, the understeer is horrible. I think this is going to be a really nice car. If you put it on better tyres, it would be absolutely fine. But these kind of sports hard tyres in Gran Turismo are awful. Even the racing hard, you know, the racing hards are terrible. They've got no feel, and you know, they've just got nothing, very little grip. They've not been able to balance it at all. I mean, because the modern cars, their tyres are so much better than this. So much better than this. You go on a test drive into any kind of decent dealer, you know, looking for a GTI, or selling you something decent, they give you good tyres, and I don't know why Gran Turismo, why they can't just give us some good tyres. That would be, it's much more of a challenge to see actually how you would drive a car on a decent set, not some, you know, half done. Yeah, the pit stop there is quite good, isn't it? It's the... Can we do something? Let's see. Oh, understeerman. Okay, let's see where we are with that time. A 2:22.3. We'll see what that has gotten us. I think that is within a goal time. Oh yeah, that's not too bad actually, 1:41. Disney's done a 20.5. Let's see where we are. Oh, I've just beaten cars by half a second. You'll be back out there now trying to do it. So we're 4/10 away from RL. Yeah, 4/10 away from RL. Vortex is just a tenth away. Arkies has done a great time, 21.6. It's definitely more to come, but we're not too far away at certain areas, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. I think we can do a bit more. We can definitely do a bit more. So, here we go. Got a lot of, it's wavering in the accelerator. When you accelerate, it seems to go up and down in the rev range, which is very odd because it's not an automatic, and yet it's kind of behaving like a kind of CVT transmission, continuously variable transmission, and it's just like the revs are always up and down, and it doesn't really know where it is. He's taking a lot of sand in there, isn't he? He can take that line. We're a little bit down on our time. But a lot of it comes down to the chicane. Not like that. Oh, no brakes, man. Okay. Let's try the other one. I will try the other one and see. We've done a reasonable time there, but there's definitely more to work, more to get out of it. Right, okay, so this was the one. This was I saw Tidgeney's video last night of this, and that here we go. Let's see what we can do. And it's good to see everybody. I hope you're all well. I see we've got about 5 people watching across the globe, so welcome along to our Thursday time trial stream. And here we go. We don't have the portrait one on today. I don't know why it hasn't worked, but Streamlabs has decided not to stream on the portrait one. So I don't know why that has happened, but we will carry on. Right, so we've got a few. Oh, Levitius has put in a good one. In fact, I'll put on Levitius's Ghost and see what is there. So 107.9 by RL250 is on a very good time. Arkies with a 108.4. cars are the 109.24. Now, they was using a lot of grass. I'm not sure about the traction, what kind of traction I need. Oh yeah, there's overtaking on this, isn't there? There's an overtake button. Interesting, so we'll see how that works. So this is an Opel Corsa VGT. Oy, there's not much. Now they did say you've got to kind of, the more speed you have, the more grip it's got. Well, this is our first run, so. Hey, quite a lot of understeer. Don't know if it's forward drive or not, this thing, but let's see how. Oh yeah, this is this. Yes, it does have to be fair. It does have quite a good amount of grip overall, and the steering seems a bit better. Now it's all going to be about how we use all the overtakes, because does the overtake not get replenished when you do a lap? Got good brake, certainly. I would have thought it would replenish your overtake at some point. Otherwise, I'm completely scuppered. I've got no overtake left. And very little grip there. Okay, so we'll need to try that again. An interesting one. Very, very interesting. So it means you're going to be coming in and out the servers all the time, because when you run out of overtake, you're kind of finished. So you can only maybe do a lap at a time. Here we go. So it must be about where you do. I'm in the new Opel Corsa. Right, I've done a 109, but that's not very good. It must be about where you use that overtake, I think. I think you need the overtake on that last wee bit. Let's see where we are on it. Oof, I'm way off the pace. Way off the pace. Right, okay. So we're going to need to try and... To be fair, we've got about 1.5 seconds to get Archies, but that's really good. Right, okay. So it must be about where we're using the overtake. Oh, come on, no steering. It's going to be, that's an interesting one. Yeah, it's a very fast car for sure. That, oh, again, it jumped off there and it just understeered. It jumped over that curb, even though I had quite a good line through it, but... We'll get there though, we'll get there. Not a great exit there. Nine six. Problem is, I've got no more overtake and it's not going to give me any more. Which is crazy, the overtake only lasts for a lap. I don't quite... You think they would give you... Can I do the interior? Yeah, I'll do that. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite interesting there. Look, it's very modern, very futuristic. For a Corsa, I'll need to go back to the... Oh, I think I've gone too wide there. Oh, Oh, it's not taking it off me. The 1093. Or a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. Let's see. See where we are now. We're in silver. But that is, we've still got 3 seconds to, well, the top ones are 3 seconds away. Wonder what is a gold. Let's see where we are. Okay, so done a 1093. We really need to get, I think, into the 8s to have any chance of, in fact, look, ours, we've done a 107.9. That's very, very good. That is something you must know when to use that energy. It does have good brakes, though, I have to say. This is more convincing than that Hyundai one. Right, so we need a 108.4 to get gold. Right, okay, so we're about 9/10 off. So, okay, at least that gives us an idea of what is required. This has got an interesting electric sound. Few tenths off. Ah, so annoying. It needs to give you a redo of the battery. I wonder, is there a way we can redo this? Is there a button we can press to recharge it or something? Because otherwise you've got to keep redoing it for every lap. It's a bit of a pain in the neck, that one. Oh, I think I lost that time that I gained. Slightly, I braked a little bit late. So we're going to redo it again. It's not great for the servers here. I mean, it's a bit of a... Oh, I just took too much curb and it just flew. This is yeah, isn't it? I have to say, I think this is in some ways a bit more fun than the other one. And I think this is the most convincing electric VGT car we've had yet in terms of its drivability. This is actually a little bit more fun to drive than I think all the other ones. Remember we had that Skoda at Monza last year, and oh my goodness, that was horrible. But this is actually okay, you know. You see the amount of grass that Tidgney was taking on his one. Oh no, look at that. Just couldn't get the car turned in. Well, may as well just start again because that's that one ruined. We'll try it again. No steering. It's very hard. I've got it mapped for my R2 button on this, but it's getting the car over that curb so you can then use it and get the most of the acceleration, which I've missed there, and it only gives you a little bit as well. I think I would prefer just to keep my finger on it rather than having to... Yeah, because it's not, I have to say, that's not very good because it gives you that chunk. If you hit it at the wrong point, it still uses that chunk. It doesn't stop. So it's kind of a little bit kind of beyond, you know, it's kind of not what you would want normally. You'd want it to only use it when you're accelerating. Right, we're going to try and get into the 8s, at least that, because a goal time is an 8.6. And unless you're incredibly good, you're going to be... As you say, Tidgney did say this is a hard one, but we want to try and see and get that time down. Still 25.5 for our first sector. Because it kind of stops in a chunk there. Come on, and it kind of dies away a little. We're still a wee bit away. We lost that. What I'm going to have to do, I'm not going to use that fourth bit, because I used that fourth bit of acceleration of the overtake on the straight, and it was just too much. I don't think I was making use of that well, and it meant that I missed my braking. I think if I'd been better on the braking, I probably could have found maybe about a second, maybe taken 3 or 4 tenths off. So we'll try it again. Slightly better exit. Yeah, there we are. That's a wee bit better. So we've got it down to a 9. So we're about 4 tenths away. And I still my braking wasn't exactly. It's funny, you get a little bit of braking and then there's a little bit more. I think that's when maybe that spoiler at the back comes up, because I saw it in the Ghost. You can see it coming up when he's really heavy braking there. Okay, so now we've gone to that. So we need, let's see. Now we're 6 tenths away from Arc, just over 6.5 tenths away. And we're a second away from, I have to say, RL's time, that is a brilliant time. That's a really, really, really good time. That, see, how are we? So, oh yeah, 108.478 is what we need there. That, let's see. So, currently on silver, but can we get the gold? We do our best normally to try and get golds. The only ones that we usually really struggle with are the ones on the snow at Lake Louise. That's usually our nemesis of driving. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, what happened there? It just refused to steer. That was a strange one, because we were doing quite well overall there, but, that was strange. Oh, it's gone wide again. Too much speed at the top of the hill. Oh, I'm not going to turn in, man. There's no turn in. Absolutely no turn in there. And yet if you look at the videos, they're taking so much grass and somehow can manage to keep the car on the track. So I don't know why that was the case, but never mind. We'll try again. Oh, look at that. My goodness, that was a bit out of the blue. Ha! That worked. That worked a lot better. My goodness, I don't know where that came from. Ha! We finally got it. We suddenly jumped. That was funny, isn't it? It just seemed to work there. So we're still... Alright, we need an 8-4. However, I've jumped one person there, TNR Jet. I've managed to get ahead by a fraction. And we're only... I think we've got something there. I think maybe we're beginning to figure this one out a little bit. So, we're now at 3.17%. And the top guys are doing it in, well, they're 2 seconds quicker, which is something. But we're not far away. That's our closest that we've been. Not a great exit there, but we'll see how we go. We're in relation to where we are. No, I'm going to just write this lap off, but I'm going to complete it because I've still got all my energy. It says I'm having to reset because I need to be. I was about 4/10 off there. Oh, come on, there was no steering there. Absolutely nothing. Turned in, did my bit, but it was not wanting to play ball there. Hopefully by the end of this, you'll be able to see a goal time. Not like that, we don't. There's too deep, carrying too much speed. We'll try again. But welcome along, everyone, if you've just joined us. It's good to see you. As we do the new time trial, we've got a gold at the Nürburgring with the new Hyundai Elantra, and now we're in the Opel Corsa VGT. Oh, got the wrong line. Completely got the wrong line there. I just... Right, come on, Hugh, got to concentrate. Here we go. Still a wee bit down, but maybe we can get that back. We'll go for it and see. I hate the fact it does it in chunks, so you got to watch that light to see if it's working. Yeah, without that it's not going to work. So I need that extra bit of boost at the end. So only way to get a good run on this. Only 6 people, 3 likes. Oh, it varies though. I mean, the thing is the portrait one goes out to thousands of people on shorts. It does seems to work really well. I don't know why it hasn't worked. Every so often Streamlabs glitches, and to be fair, it should have my StreamBot, but I don't know why the StreamBot's not working. It does that. I'm really fed up with it, to be honest, because it's so unreliable. Streamlabs is really unreliable in a lot of ways. You try and link it with stuff. I mean, they said OBS was unreliable, but I don't think I can't choose much between them. The only reason why I like Streamlabs is because it has this ability to stream to portrait, which is really handy. And that does seem to work. That made a huge difference for quite a while. I was getting very large numbers, but it's kind of whittered down quite a bit. I'm not sure why. It's just I don't know. It's just a thing. But yeah, you can never predict it. You just don't know what it's going to do. I mean, I'm fairly consistent now on a Monday and a Thursday, so people kind of know when I stream. But YouTube has other ideas, and the two of them connected. Well, we'll see. We'll keep going though, and keep on pushing. Well, we did an 8-8 there, but I think that's probably the best we can do. I might do a little YouTube with my friend. He wants to start a GT5. Yeah, you should do that. You should do that, Umar. Because a lot of people like the classic games. You should definitely try it. You should definitely try it. Yeah, you can see if you can try and beat it. Right, we're 3.17% away. It's quite tricky though, this one, I have to say. This is a really, to try and get gold on this is going to prove, yep, it's going to... Yeah, you may as well. Now that you've done all your exams. Oh, come on! Why not? I turned the wheel, but it's not wanting to play ball. It's just not wanting to play ball today. And this is a tricky one. Right. Now it backed off a bit there without me doing anything. Interesting. Can we do it here? Well, we did take it down a little bit, but we're still a tenth away. We're just a tenth away from gold. Ah. How is it there in the UK? Is it like semesters, like America? Yeah, you have the different terms. You normally you have 3 terms. You have the kind of autumn term that leads up to Christmas time, and then you've got the spring term, and then you've got the summer term, which is after Easter, between Easter and kind of July time. That, but the autumn term is quite a long term, to be fair. It's a good 4 months. So sometimes it's quite hard for the kids. They feel it. It's a lot of time for them, but they've got to do the work to get the results. And it goes straight off. I think I'm still turning in just too early, and that's what's causing that. Ah, you have 4 terms. Ah, it's the. But I'm gonna hang on a minute. I'm gonna just. I do think. Oh, I got. Oh, it's on force feedback on D on the normal one, but that's strange. Oh well. Because it feels heavier than it normally would be. Ah, no. That time I turned in. Well, I don't think I turned in too late, but mustn't have been braking right. Mustn't have had enough. Must be just too much speed in there. 4 term is like 1 month this year. Ah, right, okay. You know what? I'm going to turn off that traction control and just see what difference that makes. Just see if we can get a bit more speed. No, that was a poor one. That was poor. This term, holiday 2 weeks, but I'm done with exams. Ah, so you get a bit longer. That's quite good. Right, I'm gonna need to focus here and see if I can. We're only a tenth away, so come on, let's see if we can do it. Still a little bit slower there. Just missed a little bit, I think. Yeah, a little bit away. Ah, too much there. Otherwise, I would have been in there. Yeah. Well, this is a hard one. We're so close to it. We're literally just outside by barely half a tenth for goal time. And even with a ghost on, Leviticus is so quick, it's very hard to keep up with him. We're too far away. We're just too far away. We need to be on that 20. We need a 25 dead first sector to be able to have any chance. Oh, come on, there's just no steering there. I thought I even braked quite a bit and allowed the car to kind of roll, but it just didn't want to steer there. Do I have any pets? No, I'm afraid. I have goldfish, to be fair. I do. I have goldfish. I have, how many have we got? Four goldfish. That's about all I've got. Yep. All right, no car sound. It's an electric car. Whether it's not making much noise, I did, to be fair, put it down before because I think it was too loud before. But you're not getting any car sound at all. Good to see you though, Drac Fury. Hope you're well. We've been doing both the time trials today. I managed to get a gold time at the Nürburgring. This one is proving to be a lot tougher. And it just don't turn. Oh, it's annoying. I thought I had a good line there and it just turned the wheel, but it just doesn't want to turn it. I think when it hits that curb, it just lifts. You two cats, 2 sheep, 2 chickens, 2 tortoise, and I had a fish, but they died. Well, you've got a fair amount of pets to look after there. That's probably what's costing you all that money. Unless you use them to get, I suppose, if the chickens are giving you eggs, so you can sell the eggs, but that's amazing. I couldn't believe the amount of money that people spend on their dogs, and I've never had a dog, but it was hundreds of pounds. A friend who's got a Labrador, and by the time they've paid for the insurance and all the food and everything else, all the dog meat and all these tins of dog meat, and they're paying about £200 a month. I thought, goodness, I couldn't afford that. When we had a cat growing up, if it needed the vet, it was just the minimum bits. If it needed any more, I'm afraid that would have been it. My parents wouldn't have paid for it, and they would have said, sorry, I'm going to write this lap off, but you're good. Yeah, it's very, very quiet. Okay. But it also has its upsides. That's true. I mean, pets are lovely. I do miss not having a cat, to be honest. I would have quite liked a cat. I'm much more of a cat person than a dog person, I'm afraid, but... Just turned in too late. Come on, Hugh. That's slightly better. Oh, too late. Come on, turn the wheel. It's like, I turn this wheel, but it does not want me to go. It does not want me to do. It does not want me to. I'll have to write this lap off. It's not working. In fact, I think I'm gonna leave it at that for the time trial. I think I've had enough of that one. Where are we? 12:03. So the next race. Let's see where we are. I'll come back to that one. I'll see if I can do it in my own time, I think, to try and get the gold. It's just not working just now. We're not far away. We're literally just a fraction. But I think I've done the best I can on that one. So there you are. We've got a gold on that one. We've got a bit of work to do. I managed to get a gold on last week's one, which that was really hard. That took quite a bit of work to get that one with the Lancia. Again, just horrible tyres and horrible brakes. And horrible handling, to be fair. It would screech, it would do a donut at 30 miles an hour, that thing. Even with the traction on, it was horrendous. I can't remember if I ended up putting it on traction 2 just to try and get clean exits. Let's see. That is friends for the sheep, so it's not as bad. I mean, when your parents have 3 other children, it's crazy. I'd sell all my fillings for a Porsche. Siblings stuff. You'd sell your brothers and sisters to buy a Porsche. Ah, well. I'm sure they'd appreciate that, Umar. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Being sold off so you can buy your new car. That there we go. Right, what is on the menu here for... I did some races on Monday. They were all right, but I was struggling for race pace in that. So... And then there's race C, which of course it goes all night. We've got 10 past. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there. I just don't fancy these races this week. But I will come back. I've got another video. I'm actually getting footage for my big GT7's biggest crashes. So I'm doing a gathering video capture for that. So if you've got any big crashes from any of your replays and you want them featured, just let me know. Just send me an email, or you can do it on PlayStation or Discord, and I will search for them on the PS network, and then I can include them for you. So I'm hoping that will be done, and it will be out if not Saturday, certainly by Monday. Because I want to hopefully maybe try and make a series of that, and we're going to comment on them. Hopefully my mate Andrew Marr is going to be commentating on them as well, because I just want kind of funny, crazy crashes. Plus I might do the odd good lap in there as well. But that's where we'll be. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you haven't hit that like button, it'd be amazing if you could. And if you're new to the channel and you want to keep up with more content, then please subscribe. It'd be great to have you on board. But take care. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you very soon. And try